Hey fam, if I could be honest, I was feeling some type of way when I was getting ready to start this video, and because I wanted to really share the story, but now my attitude has kind of changed about it. And that is, so I'll never forget years ago, just want to share the story. Years ago, going down the road, on my way somewhere, I don't even remember where I was going necessarily, but I was on the road, headed somewhere, and there was a car just driving frantically down the road, and I could see them in my rearview mirror. They were just like driving crazy, trying to get wherever they were going, and they get up under my tail, and they get past me. They're trying to pass me. Then I had to make a turn. Once I made the turn, they made the same turn. Now they just jet right by me, and they're gone. And it was so frantic and so crazy. It just made me think, like, man, where are they in such a hurry to get to? Why? And where are they going? And it prompted me to follow them. And I started to follow them. I'm like, I want to see where they're going, right? Now, mind you, this is years ago. And so, but I ended up not following. And it just, I don't know, it just made me think, like, man, where were they such in a hurry to get to? Well, not long after that, and I don't know if I shared this before, not long after that, my wife and I, we had a baby. And my wife had a baby. And when she was born, we had some things that we were dealing with. And I'll never forget having to take her back to the hospital. And there I am, taking her back to the hospital. She's right in the seat beside me, right? Where I could see her. Nobody else could, but she's right in the seat where I could see her. She stops breathing. I'm speeding. I'm trying to hurry up, do everything I can to get to the hospital because I'm trying to get my baby some help. And years later, man, it made me think. I thought about that other driver. It made me think about it. Years later, I thought about it. And the thought was, I wonder if the person in that car was trying to get somewhere for emergency reasons. I mean, I thought about the thoughts I had, like, man, this person's a jerk. They tripping. They don't need to be driving like that. But all the while, they could have been trying to get to a place because they had an emergency going on. They could have had a baby in the seat next to them because they were trying to get there. And it just made me think, man, too often, I don't know about you all, but I've been guilty of looking at people in certain situations and automatically thinking that they're some type of way, or even jumping to certain conclusions, just judging them. I've been so guilty of that. Never taking the time to consider, could they be in an emergency place? Could they be having an emergency right now? Could they be really trying to get somewhere in their life and they don't know what to do? They're frantic, they're panicking, they're just trying to do what they can to get the help that they need, either for themselves or for someone that they love, that baby in the seat beside them. It's just changed my view years later, realizing, understanding that everything that we see is really not as it is. And man, just got to be careful. Many of us, and again, I'm speaking to myself, we just have to be careful with jumping to certain conclusions before we know what the full story is. And here's the thing, many of us, we can switch places in this story, because there's some people that have judged us and dealt with us wrongly and try to handle us some type of way. And I'm like, no, that's wrong. You're handling me wrong. I know I can look a certain way, but I'm telling you, that's not who I am. This is just an emergency situation. This is just something that's going on. And so because they judged us, man, this story is just changing my life, made me think about how, me personally, how I can be. And it makes me think too, how I can be taken. So for me, man, it's just being careful, understanding that people can be dealing with something. And sometimes we just don't know. Sometimes it's just an emergency. Sometimes it's just something they're trying to handle. And here's the thing, sometimes they might need us to get out their way so they can get where they're going. And other times, man, they might need us to ride in the car with them so they can get there safely. Anyway, love you so much, fam. Peace.